wants to win, it's mesmerizing.
Guiding lights will help us grow with the sun that's brightly shining.
Everybody's thinking our thoughts to win, it's mesmerizing.
Guiding lights will help us grow with the sun that's brightly shining.
Hard and fast, here we go. A team of one, so we know. Challenge odds, oh yes we can.
Hello, good evening and welcome to TV1 Pentathlon, the hunt for the all-round champion. A one-of-a-kind game show where we test our contestants on their intelligence, wit and multiple skills.
Yes, and when we say multiple skills, we mean right from public speaking to quick thinking to vocabulary building and even basketball. What more can you ask for? We're really challenging the students here, and we have two very, very intelligent schools facing off against each other in today's match.
So let's meet the first of our schools today, one of the foremost international schools from Colombo. Can I get a big round of applause for Asian International School?
And not to be outdone, we have facing against them in today's episode, all the way, Thurstan College, Colombo.
Let's meet our judges today. We have Ms. Chapa Purnima Velagadara, Assistant Lecturer, Department of English at the National Institute of Education, and Ms. Asala Erangi Maluithantri, a Master Trainer at the Teacher Centre in Panadura.
Let's take a look at both the school captains and see how well they've been faring so far. Janet from AIS, how are you feeling today and how have you been preparing for Pentathlon?
We have been preparing a lot. For example, we have been having practices in intervals every day, and we think that we can have a good competition today in Pentathlon.
Oh wow, that's great.
And also let's meet the captain of Thurstan College, Colombo, Himet.
We practice a lot during intervals as well and in after schools.
So, for the toss, I'd like to invite one of the judges on here to adjudicate, make sure that there's no funny business going on with the toss. And can I also ask both captains to join us in the center stage for the toss? All right, so we're ready to get the toss underway. Thurstan College, Colombo, the captain of Thurstan College, Himet, will be calling the toss. Himet, what's it going to be? TV1 or Pentathlon?
TV1.
All right, TV1 is what he goes for. Tails, Pentathlon is the toss. Asian International School wins the toss. Unfortunate, Himet. AIS, what will you be doing? Will you be going first in each of the rounds, or are you inviting Thurstan?
I invite Thurstan to start first.
Pentathlon. Pentathlon.
Now, to get the competition started, our captains have to pick their three core players. And to assist them in this process, we have the team selection round. So the rules for the team selection round are very simple. Each of the contestants will be asked 3 rapid-fire questions by Trishma. If the team that scores the most number of points gets more than 8 questions right, that means that they get to go into the first round of the competition with 10 valuable bonus points. But they need to have at least 8 correct questions.
We're about to kickstart the team selection round with Thurstan College, and the first participant to go up is Pavara. Pavara, are you ready?
Success doesn't just come and find you. You have to go after it and get it. That's why I'm here, to get it, for my team and for my school.
Name the first Sri Lankan batsman to score centuries in both innings of a test match.
Arjuna Ranatunga?
Arjuna Ranatunga is incorrect. The correct answer is Duleep Mendes. Here's your next question. What is the chemical symbol of the element chlorine?
CL?
Cl is correct. And here's your final question. Which Russian author wrote the short story The Lady with the Dog? Time up. The correct answer is Anton Chekhov.
Heroes come and go, but legends are forever. So I came here to be a legend and bring pride to my school.
Mekong is the longest river in which country?
In China,
That's the incorrect answer. The correct answer is Vietnam. Here's your next question. Name the explorer who discovered the West Indies in the Caribbean Sea. Time up. The correct answer is Christopher Columbus. What is the capital of Mexico? Time up. The correct answer is Mexico City.
It's by going down to the abyss, we recover the greatest treasures in our lives. And where we stumble, there lies our treasure. I think that all 5 of us would make a great team, and we hope to give a tough challenge.
How many different strokes are there in the Olympic swimming events?
4.
4 is the correct answer. Which politician was the longest-serving leader of Malaysia?
I don't know, can you please pass the question?
Okay, you choose to pass. The correct answer is Mahathir Mohamad. Here's your final question. Name the world's biggest wheat-producing country.
America?
America is the wrong answer. The correct answer is China.
today we try our level best to win this contest and to get this prestigious title to our school.
Here's your question. Robert Mugabe is the president of which country?
Philippines?
Philippines is incorrect. The correct answer is Zimbabwe. Your next question. In which year did Sri Lanka host the Cricket World Cup for the first time?
1996.
1996 is absolutely right. And here's your final question. What is the international direct dialing country code of Sri Lanka? Time up. The correct answer is 94.
Success is a journey. It's not a destination. So I'm here to bring victory to my school as well as to my team.
Nisha Biswal is the Assistant Secretary of State of which country?
Pass the question.
Pass. The correct answer is USA. Your next question. Which is the biggest lagoon in Sri Lanka?
Negombo Lagoon.
Negombo is incorrect. The correct answer is Jaffna. Minuga, here's your final question. Name the first Sri Lankan Test cricketer to have played county cricket in England.
Arvind De Silva.
Arvind De Silva is correct.
So that's the team selection round done for Thurstan College Colombo. Has AIS's gamble with the toss paid off? How are they feeling now? Let's find out. AIS team selection is up next.
We start off now with Asian International School, and the first player up is Nisha.
My name is Nisha Lianige. I am in Form 4 and I am here to represent Asian International School in the Pentathlon 2016.
Duleep Mendes scored twin hundreds against which test team?
Pakistan.
Pakistan is incorrect. The correct answer is India. What is the chemical symbol of the element magnesium?
MG.
Mg is correct. Name the poet who is considered the founder of modern Russian literature.
Pass. Sorry.
Okay, you passed the question. The correct answer is Alexander Pushkin.
This is a competition and side has to win, side has to lose. But my best is with my teammates and my opposition.
The Irrawaddy River runs through which country?
Brazil.
Brazil is incorrect. The correct answer is Myanmar. Which country has the world's biggest uranium reserves?
The United States.
United States is incorrect. The correct answer is Australia. And your final question now, Prince Henry, the navigator, is a native of which country?
England.
England is incorrect. The correct answer is Portugal.
I'm Janit Abesekar and I'm representing Asian International School, and I wish good luck to the opposing team Thurstan, and may the best team win.
Which event is the longest in distance in Olympic Games?
Putt.
That's the incorrect answer. The correct answer is the 50-kilometer walk. Your next question, which politician is the longest serving leader of Singapore?
I'm sorry, can I pass that?
Okay, the correct answer is Lee Kuan Yew. The final question for you, name the world's biggest cotton producing country.
The USA?
USA is incorrect. The correct answer is China.
Hi, I'm Dinuri Samir Mantri, and we have worked really hard, and I hope we will do our best. I wish the other team the best of luck.
Jacob Zuma is the president of which country?
USA?
USA is incorrect. The correct answer is South Africa. In which city was the 1996 Cricket World Cup final held?
I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Okay, the correct answer is Lahore. And here's your final question. What is the international direct dialing code of North America?
I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Okay, no problem. The correct answer is 1.
My name is Asit, and I'm representing AIS in the TV1 Pentathlon. We're here to win, but either way, I hope both teams put up a fighting chance.
Name the current US ambassador to Sri Lanka.
I'm sorry, pass.
Okay, the correct answer is Atul Keshap. Which is the second largest lagoon in Sri Lanka?
Negombo.
Negombo is incorrect. The correct answer is Puttalam. Your final question, for which English county did Aravinda de Silva play cricket?
Sorry, pass.
Okay, no problem. The correct answer is Kent.
So that's the team selection round done for both our contestants today, for both our competing teams today. How did they fare?
In the team selection round, Asian International School got themselves only 1 correct answer, while Thurstan College answered 4 questions correctly. Unfortunately, neither of the schools have answered that minimum of 8 questions correctly, and therefore none of them will be going into their first round with those 10 bonus points. They both start off on an equal footing of 0 points each.
Let's quickly go to the captains and find out who the 3 core players are going to be. Let's start with Thurstan College. Thurstan College captain Himet.
Matisha, Minuga, and me.
So Matisha, Minuga, and yourself will be facing the next 3 rounds.
Janat, who will be your 3 core players going into the first round?
Jason, Nisha, and Asit.
Jason, Nisha, and Asit. So you will be choosing to step out of the first round?
Yes.
Who will be the acting captain in your absence?
I've chosen Jason.
All right, so Jason will be the acting captain, and so we have Jason, Nisha, and Asit going into the first round.
So let's get started. Let's go to the first round. It's time to express to impress. The rules of the Express to Impress round are very simple. Each team gets 2 minutes to speak on a chosen topic. Our judges will be scoring them based on a number of criterion, ranging from eloquence and vocabulary to their capability in producing a convincing argument or a convincing statement.
Thurstan College is going in for the pick first. Let's see what is going to be their lucky topic.
If I had a private aircraft.
Wow, if I had a private aircraft, that's a luxury only world leaders can afford. I'm excited to hear what you have to say on this topic. And now we'll go on and check out what AIS has selected for themselves.
If I was to promote tourism for Sri Lanka.
Wow, that's not a bad job indeed. It's quite easy, I would say, with so much beauty that Sri Lanka is blessed with. I wish you all the best.
You're going to have to wait just a minute to find out what each of our teams have to say on their chosen topics. Don't go anywhere. Keep your hands off that remote control. You're watching TV1 Pentathlon.
Pentathlon, official education partner.
At Sages, you've got plenty of reasons to smile. The modern high-tech campus and its convenient location, the quality of education, and the affiliation to Deakin and Heriot-Watt universities. At Sages, you've got plenty of reasons to smile.
Welcome back to today's TV1 Pentathlon encounter between Thurstan College, Colombo and Asian International School, also from Colombo. Thurstan College boys, shall we give them a countdown? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go Himit.
Well, if I had a private aircraft, wow, that would be awesome. I'd like to do many things, lots and lots of things. That first of all, I would like to travel around the world. From my childhood, I love to travel around the world, and I love to watch the 7 wonders of the world very much. First of all, I would like to travel to Taj Mahal and see the glory and yeah. And I love to watch the aurora, and it's very colorful in the night. I love to watch it very close, and the most important thing, I like to serve the world, serve the people. So there are many people suffering from very different serious diseases such as cancers and AIDS in South Arabic countries. So I'd like to help them a lot. And I'd like to give away money and food and talk with them, communicate with them, talk with their problems, and vanish the poverty from this world. Well, if I do that, would you like to join me? Well, if you like, feel free to join me. And
if I had a private aircraft, I would fix an autopilot mode and I would travel it with all around the world. And I would jump out from my jet and put it to autopilot mode and come to and return to the land and get it from my landing place.
Have they done enough to impress our judges? We'll find out in a minute. Let's now listen to their opponents, Asian International School.
Let's have a countdown for Asit. Are you ready? Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
How would I promote tourism in Sri Lanka? You must be joking. That sounds easy. Come on. All I have to do is make Kumar Sangakkara president. Do you know how many people love that man? Who cares if the main priority of the country becomes cricket? It's not a big deal. Wait, you don't like that idea? Okay, that's fine. I've got more. What if we bring the Beatles to Sri Lanka? They're still relevant, right? Yeah. But wait, they might bug you out. That's fine. There are other animals in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is famous for its wildlife, especially elephants, right? But we need more. What if we bring out a penguin from the Arctic? Wait, hear me through. What if the penguin and the elephant interbreed? Bam, giant penguin. Instant popularity. What? It's possible. Calm down. Okay, fine. You're not impressed. I can see that. But I have one more point. I saved the best for last. What if I dress up my best friend as an alien? He already looks like half an alien, right? Yeah. Come on, think about it. We contact CNN. Extraterrestrial spotted in Lanka. Can you imagine the popularity we get? They'll never find out it's Jason. Besides, guys. Okay, confession time. I'm not qualified to run a country. I admit that. But I do know that Sri Lanka is the pearl of the Indian Ocean. I know that, you know that. It's people around the world that haven't realized that yet. We just need a tiny push to make sure they know. My ideas might work, they might not. But hey, if the government's watching and you want to use my ideas, I won't tell, promise.
Well, those were some incredibly wacky and crazy ideas expressed right there. From elephant and penguin interbreeding to Kumar Sangakkara as president. Wow, it can't get weirder than that. What do you think?
Don't forget dressing up your best friend as an alien.
Yes.
It sounds very E.T. Have you ever watched E.T.?
Yes.
You've seen E.T.? You like the movie? It's a great movie. All right.
Yes.
So let's
Does
ask
this inspire you of E.T.?
Sure, I inspire him with the penguins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's ask the teachers from Asian International School. What did you feel about your team's performance?
When we heard the topic, we thought it was pretty serious, and we were worried how would they, put a creative spin on it. And I think Asit did a brilliant job because the country sells itself, but he made it humorous and he made a point as well.
Yes, humorous and making a point. That's quite a hard combination, but I think Asit managed to do it quite well.
So let's find out what our judges have to say on the topic.
Being creative, imaginative is one thing, but when it comes to content, you have to, get the points. To talk about a topic, there must be a relevancy. So accordingly, we have marked.
Both the teams did well, and we thought of your creativity and how you put all the things together, your team spirit and everything, and we'll give the marks now.
According to the marks scored by the two schools, the Thurstan College, they have got 50 marks. The Asian International School has scored 77 marks.
So 50 points to Thurstan College, Colombo, and 77 to AIS Colombo in this first round. So Asian International School going into the next round with a 27-point lead. But this is just the first round. Remember, there are 4 more events to come. Let's get ready for our next round. It's time to word the basket. All right, so Thurstan College Colombo will be going first. The rules for Word the Basket are there's a possibility to get a maximum of 100 points. 70 points for each team will be given a word between 8 and 15 characters long from the English language. They need to guess that word. They also get 3 attempts. Each of the three core players in each team gets 3 shots at the basket. Each successful shot reveals a missing letter in that word. If they get all 3 shots and guess the word, that's 70 points for guessing the word, 10 points for each successful shot for a maximum of 100 points. If they choose to go for one of the substitute players, if they call on player number 4, they run the risk of losing 10 points if that player misses the basket. If they still can't guess the word and call on player number 5, that's minus 10 points whether or not he scores the basket. So let's start with Thurstan College Colombo. Let's find out what their word is. All right, Himit, you're 27 points down. This round could be very important to get back and maybe even take the lead. So, you ready? All right, don't be hasty, take your time. That's 10 points for Thurstan College Colombo, and it also reveals one of the letters on screen. All right, so player number 2, come on, let's go. So Muniga, all the best. A missed shot. Number 3, Matisha, are you ready? Crucial. Take your time, take aim. Supremely confident Matisha, getting another 10 points for Thurstan College. Are you confident enough to guess the word? Or do you want to call on player number 4 to reveal another letter?
I'm calling player number 4.
Calling player number 4. Player number 4 delivering for Thurstan College, Colombo. Is it making sense to you yet, Trishma?
A little bit, yes. I think I might have a clue.
So Trishma has a clue. Do the boys from Thurstan have a clue?
The word is polarization. Polarization.
Are they correct? Is Thurstan College, Colombo correct? Let's have a look. Absolutely correct. Polarization. Will Asian International School measure up? Acting captain, Jason. You a bit worried now? They've done well? No, not at all. Supremely confident, Jason, he is. So let's find out what the word for AIS is. Public speaker and numero uno basketball player as well.
Apparently.
There you go, Asit. Take your time, take your shot. Bit of a touch and go shot for AIS. Let's find out how player number 2 on AIS does. All right, Jason, take your time. All right, so 2 successful baskets for Asian International School. Let's go, player number 3. All right, does girl power win the day for AIS in this round? That's another 10 points and another letter revealed. Jason?
We think the word is antagonizing.
And the spellings?
ANTAGONIZING.
Have they got it right? Antagonizing. What's the word? Antagonizing is correct. ANTAGONIZING.
Both teams had their chance to net the basket and guess the word, and here are the scores. In this round, Thurstan College got themselves a score of 90 points, and that brings their grand score up to 140 points. Meanwhile, we have Asian International School in this round, scoring them a full 100 points, and that brings their grand score up to 177 points.
We get to see how good both our teams are at taking risks. It's time to spin your knowledge. All right, so this is what we do on Spin Your Knowledge. Each team gets 3 turns to spin the wheel, and then they need to answer a question based on the color-coded category that they pick. If they do go for a double, answer the question correctly, that gives them 50 points and a major boost in the total scores. If they, however, get the answer wrong, then it's minus 25 points.
Up fast to go and spin their knowledge is Thurstan College. Who's going to go first?
Matisha.
Matisha, let's give a round of applause to Matisha.
All right, go for it. So purple for literature.
So boys, are you interested in literature?
Yeah.
Would you like to go in for the double?
No, not yet.
Not yet. What is the title of the first book of the Harry Potter series?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
What do the boys from Thurstan College think? Yes. Okay, looks like we have huge Harry Potter fans on stage and off stage. Everybody seems to say yes. That is the correct answer. Okay, who's going to step up next and spin their knowledge?
I'll go.
Okay, let's give it up for Himmet.
Yellow.
Could be yet another easy question coming your way. Would you like to go in for the double? Not yet. Okay, 2 chances now. They don't want to go in for the double. Let's take a look at your arts and culture question. Kabuki and No dancing traditions originated in which country?
Japan.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so the answer given here is Japan, and Japan is absolutely right. opportunity where you could have easily doubled. So you have one more chance, not to worry. Let's go in for the final player now, Minuga.
So orange.
Here is your final opportunity to choose the double. No, okay, they're still a little skeptical. They don't want to take that double, so we'll give that to you. We'll play it safe for now. Here is your history question. The Cuban Missile Crisis brought the world to the brink of World War III. Which communist country put missiles in Cuba as a deterrent to the United States?
Russia.
Are you sure about Russia?
No, it's assumption.
It's an assumption. The correct answer really should have been Soviet Union, which is the old name for Russia, but we'll give this one to you. So Russia is the correct answer. AIS is all set to step up to the challenge and spin their knowledge.
Arts and culture.
Arts and culture, is that a category you're familiar with, comfortable with? Not really. Okay, so I'm guessing that you want to pass on the double. You do not want the double this time. Okay, no problem. Let's take a look and see if you will live to regret it. Here is your arts and culture question. Name the Jamaican-born musician and the lead singer of the group Wailers, who is a pop culture icon and still remains ever popular years after his premature demise.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley is the correct answer. Who's going to go up next?
I'll go next.
All right, let's give it up for Jason.
All right, Jason, arts and culture. Are you also a geography fan?
No.
No? Not really. All right, give it a powerful spin, see what you get. History.
History. Is that something you'd like to go for a double with? Not at all. Okay, no problem. Here's your history question. Name the country in which Gang of Four ruled from 1966 to 1976 and initiated a cultural revolution before being ousted from power.
England.
England is the incorrect answer. The correct answer is China. So, good thing you didn't take a double on that. Who is going up next? The only girl on the team. Let's give it up for Nisha.
Green for geography.
Geography was something you liked and you wanted to get. So, is this the final question where you'd like to go in for the double? Say yes, say yes. All right. Your choice, so let's take a look and see if you'll live to regret this. Amazon River flows into which ocean?
The Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean is the wrong answer. The correct answer is the Atlantic Ocean.
So we're having a very exciting matchup here between AIS Colombo and Thurstan College Colombo. AIS came into the Spin Your Knowledge round in the lead. Does that stand true at the end of the round? We'll find out right after this short commercial break. You're watching TV1 Pentathlon. Welcome back. This is turning out to be a very closely and tightly fought match between AIS Colombo and Thurstan College.
We have the scores right in front of us. Let's take a look at how both teams are doing so far. In the previous round, Asian International got themselves 25 points, and that brings their grand score up to 202 points. And let's find out how Thurstan College did in the previous round of Spin Your Knowledge. They got themselves 75 points, and that brings their score up to 215 points. Well, the tables have indeed turned. I can't wait to see what's happening in the next round. What do we have in store, Nadeem?
The next round is the audio-visual round, the penultimate round of today's pentathlon match between AIS Colombo and Thurstan College Colombo. There's only a few points separating both our teams. Who will emerge victorious in fact or find? Five questions, each worth 20 points, multiple choice, so less chance to go wrong, a chance for the leaders to boost their totals and for the laggers to get ahead. So as we come to the penultimate round, let's quickly get the two reserve players from each of our teams back on stage. So we have Dinuri and the captain Janit rejoining AIS. Mithila and Kavara rejoining Thurstan College Colombo.
In fact or find, our boys from Thurstan College will be going first, and it's their chance to test their listening and observation skills. Are you ready for your first question? Yes, all right. Let's take a look at your audio clip.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel.
What you heard was a clip of the song My Heart Will Go On from the movie Titanic. Who sang that theme song? Your options are A. Mariah Carey, B. Celine Dion, C. Whitney Houston, or D. Barbara Streisand.
B. Celine Dion.
B. Celine Dion. Here's your next audiovisual clip. Let's take a look. That flag belongs to the country with the highest Spanish-speaking population in the world. Name the country. Your options are A. Argentina, B. Mexico, C. Spain, or D. Venezuela.
B. Mexico.
B. Mexico?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Mexico, and that answer is absolutely correct. Let's take a look at your next image. That famous opera house is located in which city? Your options are... You're giving me the answers before the options. The options are A. Brisbane, B. Melbourne, C. Sydney, D. Canberra.
C. Sydney.
C. Sydney, overwhelming answer there. C. Sydney, and C. Sydney is the correct answer. Let's take a look at your next video clip.
To snow.
What you saw was a clip from famous movie series based on a young adult book series written by which author? Your options are A. E.L. James, B. Veronica Roth, C. Stephanie Meyer, or D. Suzanne Collins.
C. Stephanie Meyer.
You said C. Stephanie Meyer.
Anyone from the audience wants to take a guess?
I'm Dylan Wickramasinghe from AIS, and the answer is D. Suzanne Collins.
The correct answer is D. Suzanne Collins, and therefore the answer from Thurstan College is incorrect. Let's give a round of applause to AIS. Not to worry, you're doing very well so far. Let's take a look at your last video clip.
Was an object of growing U.S. concern. A failed attempt to oust him from power in April 1961 through the use of Cuban exile forces emboldened both Castro...
What you saw was a clip about the Cuban Missile Crisis, which brought the world to the brink of the Third World War. In which decade did this take place? Your options are A. 1940, B. 1950, C. 1960, or D. 1970.
D. 1970.
D. 1970. Boys, now they have their fingers on their mouths because they don't know. Okay, no problem. The boys on stage said D. 1970. The correct answer is C, 1960. So that is the wrong answer. Not to worry, I'm sure you'll have some hope in the next round. We now move on to the next team to take on the fact or find questions. Let's now move on to AIS.
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation.
You heard a clip of a popular theme song from a major blockbuster children's movie. Name the movie. Your options are A, Zootopia, B, Frozen, C, Brave, or D, Tangled.
Be Frozen.
Frozen! Let's now take a look at your next visual. This flag belongs to the largest island nation of the Caribbean Sea. Name the flag country. Your options are A, Haiti, B, Bahamas, C, Dominican Republic, or D, Cuba. Good answer. Time is running out.
Cuba.
D, Cuba.
D, Cuba. The correct answer is D, Cuba. Let's take a look at the next image. That famous museum is located in which city? Your options are A, Rome, B, Paris, C, London, or D, Berlin.
B, Paris.
B, Paris. Do you know the name of that museum?
The Louvre.
Okay, they say B, Paris, and B, Paris is absolutely right. Let's take a look at your next AV clip.
What else can I do? I have to be where you are.
Stop, that's enough. Go back to Kitty.
What you saw was a clip from the movie Anna Karenina, based on a classical novel written by which author? Your options are A, Maxim Gorky, B, Anton Chekhov, C, Leo Tolstoy, or D, Alexei Tolstoy.
C, Leo Tolstoy.
C, Leo Tolstoy. Have you read the book or never read the book? Just giving
just taking
an
guess.
assumption. The correct answer for this question is C, Leo Tolstoy. Up next on your screen, your final AV clip. The military commander you just saw later became the leader of his country. Name the country. Your options are A, Italy, B, France, C, Germany, or D, Soviet Union. Time up.
It's A, Italy.
Time up. I'm sorry I can't accept your answer. You took a little too long in the discussion process. Anybody from AIS wants to take a guess?
Hello, I'm Cheyenne from AIS. The answer is France.
The answer, in fact, is France, but they don't get the points. But let's still have a round of applause for AIS.
Well, this has to be one of the most intense matches we've had on TV1 Pentathlon thus far. There's not much separating either of these teams as we come into the final round. Let's find out how both our teams performed in the Fact or Find round.
Indeed, and here are the scores. Let's start off with the scores from Thurstan College first. In the previous round, they scored themselves 60 points, and that brings their grand total up to 275 points. And now we take a look at the score from Asian International School. In the Fact or Find round, they scored themselves 80 points, and that brings their grand total up to 282 points. Very tightly fought indeed. What do you think, Nadeem?
It's time now for the final round, the buzzer round. So this is it. It's make or break in the buzzer round. 10 questions, each worth 10 points. Who gets the most number of questions? That depends on how fast our contestants are. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. A wrong answer, minus 5 points. If a team gives the wrong answer, then the opposing team can opt to give an answer for an opportunity to get 5 points. If they give the wrong answer going second, there's no negative points. Teachers, any words of encouragement that you have for them?
Boys do well.
Boys do great. All right. Any words of encouragement for your team as they go into the final round?
Well, I think they'll do well. I'm sure they'll do brilliantly, but just don't be impulsive, guys. Make sure you know the answer before you hit the buzzer. Good luck.
Well, it all boils down to this final round that will make or break the fortunes of either of the schools. The fastest finger with the right answer wins. Let's get this started. I hope everybody's fingers are on the buzzer. Here's your first question. After the British left in 1971, 7 emirates of the Federation of the Arab Emirates went on to form the United Arab Emirates, while 2 emirates became independent sovereign nations. One of them is Bahrain. Name the other. Time up. Is there anybody in the audience who would like to take a guess?
Nivendra from AIS, and I think it's Kuwait.
None of them from on the stage could answer this question correctly. The correct answer is Qatar. Well, we move on to the next question now. Here's your question. Which country became the world's first to choose a president as its head of state? Time up. Let me reveal the correct answer to you. The answer is USA. We move on to the third question now. Name the only female athlete featured in the current world's top 50 highest earning athletes. Time up. I'm really shocked that we're not getting any answers from stage. Anybody in the audience wants to answer this?
My name is Val Wadanayaka from AIS, and I think the answer is Mariah Sharapova.
The correct answer is Serena Williams. We move on to the fourth question now. Name the first web-based mail service which gave 1 gigabyte of space for its users for free. Time up. The correct answer is Gmail. With annual exports worth over 2.3 trillion US dollars, who is the world's largest exporter?
China?
The correct answer is China. Well, that's a great opening with Thurstan College answering it right. We move on to question number 6. The US has more Nobel laureates than any other country in 5 fields except for literature. Which country has the most number of Nobel Literature Prize winners?
The United Kingdom.
That I will have to say that is the wrong answer. So that's a -5 there. Meanwhile, I'd like to go on to Thurstan and see if they know the answer.
Russia?
The correct answer is France. That's -5 for AIS because they gave the wrong answer. Question number 7. Microsoft recently acquired this business social network used mostly by professionals for $26 billion. Name the social network. Time up. We had no answers from stage. Anybody in the audience wants to take a guess?
Hi, I'm Arash. LinkedIn.
And LinkedIn indeed is the correct answer. Let's give it up for AIS. 8. Remember, 3 more questions to go. Let's take a look. Tenzing Gyatso is the religious name of which spiritual leader at present? Time up. Once again, nobody from stage has the answer. The correct answer for this question is the Dalai Lama. Question number 9. This is the penultimate question. Let's take a look. With 1,147 documented complaints, which painter's paintings have been stolen the most number of times in the history of the world?
Last 2 questions, boys and girls. This is the time to take a chance.
Time up. Anybody in the audience wants to take a guess?
Hi, my name is Duvini from AIS, and my answer is Leonardo da Vinci.
The answer that came from AIS is Leonardo da Vinci. That is the wrong answer. The correct answer is Pablo Picasso. Well, it's now down to the final question of the final round, and this could be it. Let's take a look. Name the only country to have won 60 over, 50 over, and 20 over Cricket World Cups.
Australia.
Australia is the wrong answer. That's -5 there.
England.
England is incorrect. Anybody in the audience?
My name is Adiq Ratna. The answer is India.
The correct answer is indeed India. So let's give it up for Thurstan College for that right answer.
So we came into this round with single digits separating both our teams. We came into the final round with just a few points, under 10 points, separating both our teams.
But before that, we go in for a little break so that we keep our audience back at home in a little bit of a suspense.
Stay tuned, don't touch that remote control. The final scores and the presentation coming up after this short commercial break. You're watching TV1 Pentathlon. You can cut the tension in this studio with a wire, but we're going to have to wait a little while longer to find out who emerged winners in this level 1 match between AIS Colombo and Thurstan College Colombo. First order of business is to find out who the pentathlete of the day is.
We have been watching the program from the beginning to the end, and by considering all the performances that they have shown here, we have selected one person, since it's a competition, and he is a bit slow, I would say, but steady. Slow but steady. The captain of the Thurstan College, he left his
I will be revealing the scores in no particular order, and we will start with the scores of the final buzzer round. In the final round, Thurstan College got themselves a +5, and that brings their score up to 280 points. And AIS, or Asian International School, got themselves a -5. And that brings their score up to 277 points, which means our champions today are Thurstan College. To be the closest, most nerve-wracking, and indeed a very nail-biting finish that we've ever seen on any of our matches right here on TV1 Pentathlon. We are just a few weeks away from our Level 2 encounters where the best of the best schools will be battling it out. However, before that, we have next week to look forward to, and indeed another exciting match to follow.
We'll see you again, same time, same place, Sundays at 5 p.m. here on TV1. You're watching TV1 Pentathlon.
You must always remember that man is the only organism on earth who has the ability for independent thinking.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you going to go home today and eat your dad's chicken curry or your mum's chicken curry? Exactly. You're going to eat your mum's chicken curry.